Okay, everybody, this is the first lesson in Is That Really in the Bible series. Uh, the first thing I want to talk about is the giants. There was a Most people heard of Goliath, but they've not heard, they've not really realized that there was a race of giants created by fallen angels. Fallen angels came down, they left heaven and came down, procreated with human women, and had these race of giants. That's where a lot of your mythology comes from, or these mighty men, these giants that were here on the earth and still may be in some. I've heard Afghanistan and places like that they've seen them, but I don't know, but I know they were here. And it came to pass when the men began to multiply on the face of the earth that the daughters were born to them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives, all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for he is also his flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God, that's the fallen angels, came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were old, men of renown, like Zeus and people like that. And the reason that the flood came, Noah was pure in his generations. It said that there was a hybrid race of humans. Satan had meddled and tried to, with these fallen angels, he tried to corrupt the seed of man where that Christ would be born. And it got so bad that God had to flood the earth because there's so much evil and so many hybrid humans. And you also see in the Old Testament where Joshua and people like that, they would go in and just wipe out entire races of people. And it wasn't genocide. These were hybrid humans. They were not real humans. And that's and if people don't believe it, they didn't really fornicate. And the reason people don't talk about it is because nobody really knows how it happened. I don't know how they did it. They just did it. I know they had children with human women. Jude 1:6, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains in their darkness in the judgment of the great day. And it talks about the Second Peter too, where these angels are chained up in hell, waiting for the judgment because they left their first estate, heaven, and came down and procreated with human women. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication, and going after strange flesh. These angels came down, procreated with human women, and had a race of giants. And that's where you see a lot of the monolithic structures and stuff. How were they made? Well, fallen angel technology and giants uh, were able to do this. There's no way the, the people that were rubbing sticks together made these kind of structures and things. So the flood came to get the hybrids, get rid of the hybrids. Also, it was it was the main reason. But and I think also that they were meddling with animals. So that's part of the lesson when I may go further.